Welcome to 1840. You just checked into the local hospital. Don't imagine anything fancy, this isn't a modern clinic. Think more like a crowded basement where the guy with the broken arm is sharing a bed with the guy coughing up his lungs.
The fuck?
What's worse, anesthesia didn't even exist yet, so if you needed surgery, your pain management was basically just leather straps and few nurses holding you down so you wouldn't squirm. It sounds horrific, but because of that, surgeons were prized for speed, not for being precise. You wanted it to be over fast, and nobody was faster than Robert Liston. This guy treated a leg amputation like it was a speedrun. He actually finished one leg amputation in just 28 seconds. Robert was a great surgeon, but he's in the books for a literal triple kill. The wild part? He was only operating one patient. First, we have the patient. Unfortunately, this guy had a very bad day. Oh, you didn't know? Sorry. Guess who won't make it to the sequel? Oh, sorry, you're still here. Whether he fell off a velocipede or slipped while climbing a greased pole, yeah, that was a real thing back then, he got a small ouchie on his leg.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
It was just a tiny cut, but his slug was so bad, the leg actually started rotting. That's when he had to visit Robert. The only way to save him was to cut his leg off, and since sterile tools back then were about as popular as using Internet Explorer today, the patient actually died of a massive infection later, even though he survived the surgery itself. You see, back then, surgery was performed with a whole crowd of spectators. Doctors, students, and others were all watching Liston during this operation. Some were learning, some of them were just admiring his notorious speed. In the front row, there was standing one of Robert's fellow colleagues, another doctor that was totally fascinated by his speed. Robert was actually swinging with his bloody knife so fast and furiously that he completely lost track of his surroundings and he accidentally slashed right through the spectating doctor's coat. The man wasn't actually harmed by the blade, but thanks to the pure shock and his higher age, he suffered a heart attack and died right on the spot. Of course, Robert wasn't operating alone. He had a few assistants that helped him out, and one of these assistants was holding the patient's leg. But, as I said, Robert was basically slashing around as fast as possible to beat his own record once again. That's why, during the middle of cutting of patient's leg, he didn't notice the assistant's hand and chopped his fingers right off. Oh really? How could this get any worse? Oh boy, wait for it. Even though they later treated his fingers, his hand also started rotting thanks to the cut from the already infected knife. Few days later, the infection spread and the assistant died because of it. So let's do some quick math here. One patient, one surgery, 3 dead people. That means Robert Liston successfully pulled off the only surgery in the human medical history with the 3-0 kill-death ratio. He didn't just fail to save the patient, he managed to take out 2 more people who were perfectly healthy. And the best part, Liston was actually considered one of the best and most successful surgeons during his life, which really tells you how unfortunate you were if you got operated back then. So, if you liked this video, share your opinion in the comments and consider supporting my tiny channel by subscribing if you want more videos like this. So see you next time, bye!